The movie opens on the planet Barsoom, also known to us as Mars, a dying world characterized by vast deserts and ancient, decaying civilizations. Barsoom is home to three major factions: the Heliumites, the Zodangans, and the Tharks. The Heliumites and Zodangans have been locked in a brutal war for centuries. The scene opens with a battle between the blue-caped army of Helium and the red-caped forces of Zodanga. During this intense conflict, Sabdan, the ruler of Zodanga, is approached by three mysterious beings called tharks. These tharks, led by Mataishang, claim to be messengers of the goddess Isis and bestow Sabdan with a powerful blue weapon. This weapon, powered by a mysterious force known as the Ninth Ray, promises to give Zodanga a decisive advantage in the war. The narrative then shifts to Earth in 1881, where we are introduced to Edgar Rice Burroughs, who is summoned to the New York estate of his uncle John Carter. Upon his arrival, Edgar is met by John's butler, who informs him of John's sudden death. John Carter, a wealthy man and former Confederate captain, has left everything to Edgar, including a mysterious diary. Edgar learns that John's body is kept in a mausoleum that can only be opened from the inside. Intrigued and confused, Edgar starts reading the diary, which recounts John's incredible adventures. After the Civil War, John Carter, a former Confederate captain, roams Arizona in search of gold. Disillusioned by the war and seeking a new purpose, Carter's quest for gold consumes his days and nights. However, his journey is abruptly interrupted when Union Colonel Powell confronts him. Powell, knowing of Carter's military prowess, tries to enlist him to help fight the Apache. Carter, weary of conflict and having lost his taste for war, vehemently refuses Powell's orders. Determined to evade enlistment, Carter makes several attempts to escape Powell's grasp. Despite his efforts, Powell's men manage to recapture him each time. During one particularly daring escape attempt, Carter and Powell find themselves ambushed by an Apache warband. The encounter quickly escalates into a fierce skirmish. Amid the chaos, Powell is gravely injured. Despite his desire to avoid further conflict, Carter's sense of honor compels him to assist the wounded Powell. He drags the colonel to a nearby cave for shelter. Inside the cave, Carter's attention is caught by something glimmering in the dim light. Upon closer inspection, he discovers veins of gold embedded in the rock walls, an incredible find that could change his fortunes. Suddenly, a mysterious figure called a Thurn appears. Carter and the Thurn fight, and Carter kills him. The Thurn drops a strange medallion. Carter picks it up and says the word Barsoom inscribed on it. Instantly, a bright blue light surrounds him, transporting him to a vast, alien desert under a red sky. As John opens his eyes, he finds himself in a strange desert. As he tries to walk, he stumbles with every step, almost floating in midair. Confused, he practices walking in this new environment. Eventually, he reaches a hill where he sees several eggs hatching. Suddenly, a large group of green creatures with 4 arms appears, riding massive animals. Their leader attacks, causing John to take a huge leap. The others start firing at him but stop when their leader intervenes. The leader speaks in a different language and introduces himself as Tarkas. John introduces himself as John Carter from Virginia, but the creatures mistakenly think his name is Virginia. Tarkas asks John to jump again as he did before, but John declines and attacks him. The creatures injure John and take him hostage. During their conversation, we learn that these beings are called tharks. Meanwhile, in the city of Helium, Princess Dejah Thoris is determined to save her people from the ongoing war with Zodanga. A brilliant scientist, she has discovered a way to harness the powerful Ninth Ray, which she believes could turn the tide of the war in Helium's favor. Dejah eagerly presents her findings to her father, Tardos Mors, the king of Helium, in a grand chamber filled with advisors and military leaders. However, the devious Sabdan, ruler of Zodanga, has infiltrated the palace with the help of the Tharns. He sabotages Dejah's equipment, causing a devastating explosion during her demonstration. The chaos and destruction overshadow her groundbreaking discovery. Sabdan proposes a deal to Tardos Mors: peace in exchange for Dejah's hand in marriage. This union would grant him control over helium. Dejah vehemently opposes the idea, recognizing Sabthan's deceitful intentions. Her father, torn between the desire for peace and the love for his daughter, faces a difficult decision. Elsewhere, the Tharks take John to their city and place him among the newly born infants. The Tharks, a nomadic warrior race, live in a rugged encampment, their culture steeped in brutal traditions and survival of the fittest. John, bewildered and disoriented, is thrown into this harsh environment with no understanding of their language or customs. At night, a female Thark named Sola approaches John. Unlike the other Tharks, Sola possesses a gentler disposition. She takes pity on him and gives him a liquid to drink. The liquid, derived from a native plant, has properties that enable John to understand the Thark language. As he drinks it, the alien sounds around him gradually begin to make sense, and he starts to grasp the basics of their communication. Amidst the Thark encampment, John encounters a creature known as a Kalo, the Martian equivalent of a dog. The Kalo, with its 10 legs and wide, frog-like mouth, is initially wary but soon takes a liking to John. John names it Woola. Woola becomes a loyal companion, shadowing John's every move and offering protection. The following day, John is thrust into a public gathering where the Tharks command him to demonstrate his jumping abilities. The Tharks are fascinated by his ability to leap great distances, a skill enhanced by the low gravity of Mars. As he performs, John notices that the medallion, his only way back home, is with Tarkas, the Thark leader. Suddenly, the sky is filled with the roar of engines as 2 battleships appear, engaged in a fierce battle between Helium and Zodanga. The Tharks, finding entertainment in the chaos, place bets on the outcome. Princess Dejah Thoris is aboard one of the ships, desperately trying to steer it through the combat. During the fray, she loses control and plummets from the ship. John, using his incredible jumping ability, leaps into the air and catches her, saving her from certain death. The Tharks, witnessing John's heroism, cheer as he fights alongside Dejah against the Zodangan soldiers. John's intervention shifts the tide of the battle, leading to a Helium victory. However, their ship crashes, leaving Dejah and John stranded among the Tharks. Back at the Thark encampment, Tarkas, impressed by John's abilities and valor, appoints him as his right-hand man. Despite his reluctance, John accepts the position. At night, Dejah and John sit together and talk. Dejah reveals that they are on Mars, known as Barsoom in her language. John is shocked and skeptical, struggling to believe her. He explains that he is from Earth, which Dejah also finds hard to comprehend. She explains that his incredible strength and ability to leap high are due to his thicker bone density and the planet's low gravity. Determined to find answers, Dejah takes John to the Thark's Forbidden Temple, hoping it holds clues about how people can travel between worlds like John did. Sola, the kind female Thark, follows them, pleading for them to stop. Inside the temple, Dejah shows John a statue of the goddess Isis and begins to read the ancient markings engraved on it. However, their investigation is cut short when the Tharks discover them. The 3 are arrested and sentenced to death for trespassing in the sacred temple. Tarkas asks everyone to leave him alone with the prisoners in the cell, pretending he plans to cut off John's hands. Once they are alone, Tarkas reveals that he is Sola's father and doesn't want them to die at the hands of the Tharks. He gives John his medallion and urges him to go to the River Ease to solve the mystery of the goddess Isis and find a way back to his world. Additionally, he hopes this journey will save his daughter Sola from imminent execution. When the Tharks check the room later, they discover Tarkas has betrayed them. Tal Hages, Tarkas's enemy, seizes the opportunity to declare himself the new leader. Meanwhile, John, Dejah, and Sola head towards the River Ease, with Dejah leading the way. However, Sola reveals to John that Dejah is actually guiding them towards the city of Helium instead of the river. Confronting Dejah, John learns she planned to use him as a soldier in the war. Disappointed, John asks Sola to lead the way and leaves Dejah behind. Dejah explains she did it to avoid marrying Sabthan. John, understanding her plight, asks her to join them on their journey to the river. With no other option, she agrees. The three of them sail down the river Ease and reach a massive inverted pyramid. John and Dija climb to the top and see a strange blue energy forming on the ground. Dija recognizes it as the power of the ninth ray, the same energy she used to create her weapon. They realize that John's arrival on Mars was due to the transmission of a copy of himself from Earth to Mars, facilitated by the ninth ray. Suddenly, an army of Warhoons led by Mataishang, the leader of the Tharks, approaches. John bravely tells Dija and Sola to run while he faces the Warhoons alone. The King of Helium sends his army to assist John, and they manage to defeat the Warhoons and save him. They bring an injured John to Helium. Dija reunites with her father but is shocked to see Sabden, the king of Zodanga. He has come unarmed and without soldiers to propose marriage to Dija, promising to end the war. Reluctantly, Dija agrees, seeing no other way to stop the conflict. In the next scene, we see John resting in a chamber in the Helium Palace. A soldier appointed by Dija secretly fetches him and brings him to her chamber. Dija urges John to use the medallion to return home. When the guards enter her chamber, John seemingly disappears. Dija believes he has gone back to Earth, but John is actually hiding. After the guards leave, John attempts to sneak out but is quickly caught by Mataishang. John is startled by Mataishang's ability to transform into any creature around him. The whole city is preparing for the wedding of Sabden and Dija. Mataishang uses technology developed from the ninth ray to bind John to him, controlling his movements with a wrist device. Mataishang reveals that Sabden plans to kill Dija and invade Helium after the marriage. The Tharks sided with Sabden because he was the easiest to manipulate, but Mataishang's ultimate goal is to rule all of Barsoom through him. Just as Mataishang is about to kill John, Woola, the Martian dog John befriended earlier, comes to the rescue. Woola bites off Mataishang's wrist device, freeing John. John rushes to a flying craft and takes off to stop Dija from marrying Sabden. However, unfamiliar with the controls, he crash lands near Thark territory. The Tharks capture him along with a beaten Tarkas. Now led by Tal Hages, the Tharks throw John and Tarkas into an arena with massive beasts called white apes. The arena is packed with Tharks eager to watch the fight. As the white apes charge, John uses his enhanced strength and agility to dodge and outsmart the creatures. He manages to subdue the apes with a series of daring moves, impressing the Thark crowd. After defeating the apes, John challenges Tal Hages to a fight for leadership. Tal Hages, confident in his own strength, accepts the challenge. In a swift and brutal fight, John defeats Tal Hages with a decisive blow. The Tharks, amazed by John's victory, cheer for their new leader. John then addresses the Tharks, urging them to join him in the fight against Zodanga. The army of Tharks, now under John's leadership, marches towards the grand wedding ceremony of Dijathoris and Sabden. As they approach, the guards are caught off guard, and chaos erupts. John arrives just in time to stop the wedding. Sabden, furious, tries to kill Dija, but John intervenes and saves her. A fierce battle breaks out between the soldiers of Helium and Zodanga. With the Tharks now allied with Helium, the Zodangan forces are quickly overwhelmed. In the chaos, Mataishang escapes with John's medallion. John decides not to pursue Mataishang. His priority is Dija and his new life on Barsoom. The battle ends with Zodanga's defeat, and peace returns to Helium. The people of Helium cheer for John and Dija as they stand together. In a heartfelt ceremony, John and Dija marry, symbolizing a new era of hope for Helium. The crowd celebrates, acknowledging John as their new prince. John has found a new home and purpose on Mars, ready to face the future as Dija's husband and the Prince of Helium. The next morning, John and Dija are on a balcony. When Dija goes inside, Mataishang appears. John tries to fight him, but Shang uses the medallion to send John back to Earth. John wakes up covered in dust with a long beard, realizing he is back in the same cave. He sees the remains of Colonel Powell, indicating that much time has passed on Earth while he was on Mars. Despite his wealth from the gold in the cave, he has no way to return to Mars without the medallion. Determined to find another medallion, John starts a mining corporation and searches for 10 years. Finally, he finds one at a site. However, he knows the Tharks have been watching him. He understands that his body on Earth must be protected to avoid death on both planets. This is why his mausoleum can only be opened from the inside. John faked his death to lure a Thark and acquire another medallion. In his diary, he asks Edgar to protect his mausoleum in exchange for wealth. Shocked by the diary's contents, Edgar goes to the mausoleum and opens it with a secret password, Ned, the name John called him as a child. As the doors open, a Thark approaches Edgar, intending to kill John. Before he can harm Edgar, John knocks the Thark out from behind. Edgar is astonished to see his uncle alive. John takes the Thark's medallion, revealing that he had never found another one. His death was staged to attract a Thark and obtain a medallion. John asks Edgar to continue protecting the mausoleum, then goes inside. He lies on the bed with the medallion and recites the chantings that will take him back to Mars. John Carter is an action-packed sci-fi adventure that takes viewers on an unforgettable journey to the red planet of Mars. Directed by Andrew Stanton, the film stars Taylor Kitsch as John Carter, a disillusioned Civil War veteran who finds himself transported to Mars, or Barsoom, where he becomes embroiled in a conflict between warring factions. With stunning visuals, impressive CGI, and a rich, imaginative storyline, the movie offers a thrilling escape into a fantastical world. Lynn Collins delivers a strong performance as Princess Dejah Thoris, while Willem Dafoe shines as the honorable Thark leader, Tarkas. Despite some narrative flaws, John Carter is a visually spectacular and entertaining epic that fans of science fiction and adventure won't want to miss. More exciting movies to come. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and click the thumbs like icon. Thanks for watching.